Hello and welcome to the weekly wind-up. I'm Kyle Warwick. Thanks for joining me. Now, the past year has seen the cancellation of a number of culture, arts and music festivals in the Kirklees area due to funding restraints. Noah Burton and Sam Hodgson are putting on a music festival in Huddersfield in September, and like so many others before them, are needing to find funding to make this happen. We sent a reporter to find out more.
The idea behind Onwards is it's a big music and art festival which is going to travel between several venues around Huddersfield, and there'll be different things on in each venue, which will all be quite different and exciting and artistic and also very local. I think all of it's local, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Local art, local music. Hopefully everyone will move together between venues. And
I guess it sort of came from myself and Sam sort of meeting up, and we're both quite active in the music scene in Huddersfield. We put on sort of events in different venues and stuff, but we wanted to sort of bring that all together and do something that sort of encapsulated the whole scene. Sort of, I guess, in the wake of lots of different things in Huddersfield shutting down and not happening anymore, we wanted to see if there was still an appetite for these kinds of events in Huddersfield, and if people would get behind them and support it.
To start with, we're going to do vinyl tap. That's where it begins, and that's going to be kind of like an open mic, but a bit organised. I think we've got some pretty good people: Joby Hardwick, Shuffles, any other? Spike, yeah. And then we move into Sportsman for Band of Jays, who are like a 3-piece jazz band with double bass, which is quite cool. And then
Cafe Olo, so at the media centre, we have a band called Clonk, a sort of really cool klezmer act, sort of 7-piece, very sort of upbeat and dancey. Mm-hmm. So that gets people going.
We've got some art there as well, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got 2 local artists, Rosa and Josh, who are going to sort of dress the space. The idea is to sort of have a bit of a cross art form feel to all of the events.
And then we're moving to Wood Street, which used to be Hand Drawn Monkey, and that is going to be Liz Mackenzie, who was big in Huddersfield for a while but then moved down to London, followed by Kaninkan, who does like loop pedal based stuff, which is really, really good. And we have some more artists there, so Ollie Smith is going to do some live art, I think. He's amazing as well.
Yeah, and then Small Seeds is going to be the sort of final chapter, and we'll have just a big party in the woods, really.
Venues have been pretty useful, pretty helpful, pretty supportive. We haven't had to jump through any hoops or anything, have we?
No, everyone's been really sort of behind the idea, which is great. I think that the venues, as much as the public want these events to be happening, it's good for their businesses, it's good for the local community as a whole. I think a lot of these sort of fringe festivals, there's lots of things happening in the town, but they're all sort of happening at the same time, so you can't experience it all, whereas this one, if you want to come to everything, you can see everything.
Music and art is part of the human spirit, isn't it? Everybody, well, pretty much everybody loves music and art to some degree. And it's good for community as well, people getting together, watching music together, discussing it, sharing their likes and dislikes, and it's part of people bonding and communities forming and having a good time and a dance. And
we've decided to go for the crowdfunding option, really. That's how we're wanting to fund it, where we've got a campaign that's active at the moment. We're sort of around 25% of our target at the moment. We've been asking people, is this the kind of thing you want happening? Obviously, everyone says, "Oh, we're really gutted that the Festival Light no longer happens in Huddersfield, and this and that, the carnival." So it's basically saying, well, if we want these things to happen, we've got to sort of support them and sort of think ahead. People always go with the last minute things, "Oh, it's on tonight in town," but if we kind of work together and put a bit of money aside, we can actually make these things happen ourselves. So
yeah, and hopefully this can be a bit of a jumping off point as well, so once we've done one, we can evaluate it, see what people liked, what anything anyone didn't like, anything people want more of, or anything like that.
It's a bit of an experiment in all truth, isn't it?
Yeah, we're learning, aren't we?
Yeah, it's kind of, we'll see, we'll try it, we'll do something, because I think people need to do something, and if people don't do something, then nothing will happen. So it's that kind of catch-22 situation of let's do it, but we do need the support of people to make it a reality, really.
Yeah.
If you know you're going to be free on that day and you want to have a good day out of, we're asking people to put £10 in for sort of a day ticket, and that'll get you into all the venues, to see all the music, which we think is pretty reasonable, really, for a good, full solid day of music.
Yeah.
And you can just pay for individual events if you like the sound of the individual events. That's fine as well. A couple of the events will be free as well. The vinyl tap event and the sportsman, people can bob in. But we, if you can support, we really appreciate the help.
However large or small your business, attracting new customers requires dedication and a lot of patience. Just like fishing, but you also need the right gear. Rods,
reels, lines, hooks, sinkers, lures, tackle box, tackle bag, net, bait, gaff, gloves, clothes, pocket knife, lunch.
or you could simply advertise with KLTV. Online, grow your business and your clientele. KLTV, your vision made reality. Should have gone to KLTV.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for this week. Remember, if you would like to get in contact with the Weekly Wind-Up, you can do so via the usual means. We can be contacted by email, info@kirkleeslocaltv.com, or you can also find us on Twitter and Facebook. I've been Kyle Warwick. Thanks to all the behind-the-scenes crew for making this programme possible. And remember, whether at home or on holiday, or anywhere else for that matter, you can always find the Weekly Wind-Up. We're just a click away. Goodbye.